I was muted. Okay, so hello, people. Today's gonna be a shorter Final Fantasy XIV stream, and I am alone. No Ragnarolf tonight. We have a difference in playstyles, so he's like further ahead of me due to our different playstyles. So I'm gonna do some side quests and I'm gonna do some catch up. And I don't know, I'm doing this because I don't know, I'm not really feeling like I don't know how much I'm gonna be playing Fortnite anymore. Don't really have anything to do on Overwatch, and I was kind of playing some Marvel Rivals with Amber today, so I don't know, I'm a little out of Rivals right now. I mean, the game ended up crashing on me when I was playing with him, so I kind of got discouraged to continue and play more. Let's put on actual clothes. Hey, Jet. How you doing, Raspberry? The trial stone. Where's the last one? Right there. Alright, there we go. The Goblet of Fire. Did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? Ah. This place looks cool. I haven't really explored the player areas. Like where you get your house and stuff. They tore me from my saddle and took everything I own. Bring my goods back to me, I beg of you. Bum, 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 bum. Hydrate, gotcha, Digi. Thanks for the water. You're done making use of my testing grounds, are you? Cough up the fee then. There's nothing so tender as a bit of meat pummeled with wanton wizardry. Nice doing business with you, Thaumaturge. Did you say Thaumaturge? Has this mage just completed a guild trial? Ah, Master Alchemist, what brings you out here to our bazaar this fine evening? The gentleman here just slew himself a plump vulture. You'd be surprised at how many of these scepter-wielding sorcerers end up sliced to ribbons by beak and talon. That's not the sort of flesh I've taste for, you understand? My brothers, not again. Where am I? Okay, so I need to go to Horizon's Edge. Okay, so up north. Okay. Maybe I can find them on the way to the main story quest. They tore me from my saddle and took everything I own. Bring my goods back to me, I beg you. 12 bless you, Evincer. If it weren't for good men like you, I'd never leave home. I guess they sound like dinosaurs. Yay, level 13. Now I can use the shield I made myself. Gahuan, yeah. Hi, Oberon. Place it over. Come to Midgard where things are hotter? I mean... Let's see. Gladiator. Well, I have a better sword. It's pointy too. No fellow controller user? Yeah. I'm on my PS4, so... One day I'll finally get a PC. One day. Choco portal. Color your world. Part of your world. This is the version that I love to see my clients, but I know there's somebody around here that sells like the invisible. Level 35 and 47. Okay. What? Level 50. But how you doing? Welcome in, Oberon. You doing okay? And I've seen you around before. Yeah. Okay. Yep, did you... this is an alternate character. So... I started a couple weeks ago. I've only been doing it on weekends with Ragnolf. Deep in the desert of my heart, a lonely flower blooms, yearning for the heavens above to quench my thirst for you. Chalalolololo. Ah! I would thank you not to sneak up on me like that. Now, please be advised that this is private property. Unless you have pertinent business here, I must ask you to... here at the behest of Yastola. I gotcha. I've started an art on Kraken with some people a few weeks ago. Yeah, I played originally back in 2024 with an old group of furry friends. Thank you for the follow, by the way. And I got to, like, post Heavensward. And then I didn't play for a bit, and I got kind of, what's the word? Disoriented, and I couldn't, like, remember much of the story, and, like, I had, like, a lot of buttons and a lot of missions. So, like, I kind of got overwhelmed just by looking at everything. So I kind of just didn't touch it. And then I decided that I wanted to do some 14 content, and so I decided to start a new character. That way I can, like, relearn the game and refresh my mind of the story and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna be playing on this character until I get to where my actual main character is. Then I'll swap out on stream. My sincerest apologies. May I please have your name? I'm Bear Ronso. Bear Ronso. Ah, here you are. Ahem. I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands, headquarters of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. My name is Tartaru, and I look forward to assisting you during your time with us. I hope this goes much smoother for you. Yeah. I'm usually, like I said, I'm usually with Ragnolf, but we usually been doing it on weekends. I'm doing it tonight because usually I do like Marvel Rivals and Overwatch and stuff, and I'm not really feeling competitive games these days. So Ragnar's a little further ahead of me in the story, so I decided I'm gonna catch up at least and do some side quests because we're kind of different in playstyle. He's focusing on one class, and I like to spread out and do all the quests and stuff. The antecedent is within the solar. I shall let her know to expect you. Okay, so I need a few more levels on Gladiator. Is there a crystal here? I can't remember. I think not. That's why they have those, like, weird letters that's supposed to teleport you here. Let's go with Rogue. I take you a bear, Ronso? Tataru sent word that you had arrived. Lady Minfilia has eagerly awaited your coming. This way, if you please. Actually, let me go to Arcanist. Ah, there we go.
So you're the adventurer of whom I've heard so much. Well met, friend. My name is Minfilia, and I lead the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I have awaited your coming. Please, be at ease. You are among friends here. no doubt you are right to burst with questions. But have patience. All will be revealed in time.
If you ever need help with Q or something, you know where to find me. Gonna be looking because I'm in VR at the moment. Alright, have a good time in VR. Thank you for the lurk.
First, let me begin by telling you who we are and what we do. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, an order that transcends political boundaries. Our single objective is the preservation of the future of Eorzea.
I was gonna say, don't make me read stuff.
Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Their existence is a bane upon Eorzea, nay, the world at large, and we have striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. Our order is home to a number of individuals who, like you, possess a rare and special talent. This talent takes various forms, but one holds particular interest for us. Tell me, have you ever experienced a sudden, inexplicable loss of consciousness? Have you ever had the sensation of being pulled away from reality? Felt as though you were hovering in space, a mind without a body? All these things are the manifestations of your talent. Yours is the power to transcend the boundaries of the soul, a power known as the Echo. The Echo allows you to pass through the walls of a man's soul and hear the resonations of his past. You will be there in his memories and see things as he saw them. You may even interact with that which you see, though you cannot change the outcome of events. For another blessing, the Echo will enable you to know a man's mind even if you cannot comprehend his words. In short, the Echo is a truly extraordinary power, and this power is strong within you. It is only a shame that we cannot use it whensoever we choose.
Yeah, what good is the power then?
That's right. I, too, possess the Echo. With that established, let us return to the subject of the Primals. So long as they exist, the realm cannot take so much as a single step towards true peace. Measures must be taken. Measures which transcend boundaries, be they of faction, race, language, or creed. And to do so, the Scions require the aid of those with our talent. Make no mistake, the Echo will be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. Without it, we cannot hope to save the realm. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea. But I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Why else would the gods entrust man with a gift so extraordinary, if not to have him use it? And so I implore you, lend us your power.
Naturally, your aid will not go unrewarded. We are fortunate to have a number of influential allies, and at a word from me, they would gladly afford you certain privileges that might otherwise be denied you. The right to employ retainers, for example. Are you familiar with them? They are individuals who may be relied upon to manage your assets and belongings on your behalf. The papers you requested, my lady. Thank you, Tataru. The pleasure is mine, my lady. By the way, by way of welcoming gift, I've taken the liberty of adding your name to the retainer's registry. As of now, you are entitled to employ the services of a retainer. You will need to consult a retainer, Roque, regarding the particulars of this arrangement, but believe me when I say that retainers will prove invaluable to you in your adventuring endeavors. Let this gesture serve as evidence of our commitment to do all in our power to facilitate your personal objectives. In return, we ask that you aid us to the fullest extent of your talents. A mutually beneficial relationship, I am sure you will agree, and one which serves the greater good besides. Well, that was a veritable lecture, was it not? Forgive me, but it is important that all concerned are aware of what is expected of them. Now you know our purpose and what we can offer you. I invite you to consider joining us. When you have come to a decision, you may tell me without fear of censure. In good faith, I shall entrust you and our order's password, which our members use to reach each other when afield. It is Wild Rose. Pray keep it safe. We Scions have but one objective, to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Long have we striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it is that was first brought you to Eorzea, but I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Pray consider this when you give me your answer, Bear. I will go whither the wild rune blooms.
I take it you will help us. Wonderful! I knew you wouldn't let us down. But come, I would introduce you to your friends in the Order. Tell me, does the name Sharlayan ring any bells? It used to be one of Eorzea's 6 city-states, and was situated in the northwest of Aldenard. The Sharlayans were the keepers of wisdom both old and new. Their mastery over magic and ether was unsurpassed, and even the Garleans knew to fear them. Among their number, there were a noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea. When the realm began its descent into chaos, and their countrymen fled for the motherland, they alone chose to remain here. These noble men and women were called the Archons. Those same brave souls stand before you now. The masked woman is Ida, and beside her is Popalimo. The two are charged with surveying the Twelveswood.
Hello there. Welcome. Okay, my turn to introduce someone. That there is Thancred.
He is our man here in Ul'dah, Jewel of the Desert.
Welcome to the team. If I may, the lovely maiden beside me is named Y'shtola. Limsa Lominsa has the pleasure of being under her care.
Greetings. I have been expecting you. Last but not least is Urianger, who presides over all affairs within these halls. Pray seek him out whenever you have questions.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night. The words of a dear friend. I am glad of our meeting.
At the Battle of Carteneau, our leader was taken from us. But we did not stray from our purpose. We sought out Minfilia and others with her talent, and together established the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Along with the Archons, those blessed with the Echo play a pivotal role in our endeavor to forge a brighter tomorrow for the realm. Oh, I should also introduce you to Tataru, our clerk. She ensures that everything runs smoothly.
make your acquaintance.
In time, I hope you will come to think of us as family. But without further ado, I would assign you your first task. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have received a request for aid from the Immortal Flames. Thancred, would you do the honors?
It would be my pleasure. Some days ago, a crystal caravan registered to Amagina and Sons mineral concern was waylaid and divested of its cargo. But there is more. Within a bell of the robbery, several people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city.
At a glance, one would assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence. Such crimes are hardly uncommon, and the Immortal Flames deal with their like almost every day. However, this time we have reason to believe that a primal is involved.
Aye. The evidence left behind implicates the Emolja, who are known worshippers of Ifrit. If we then consider the objects that were taken, there is no room left for doubt. The crimes were committed in the name of a primal.
That you may better understand the nature of our struggle with the primals, I would have you play the leading role in this investigation. You have my thanks. If there is aught you wish to know, I recommend you speak with Thancred. He is well versed in the affairs of Ulda.
Ever at your service, dear fellow.
Ready to begin, are we? That's the spirit. So then, your mission is to investigate a crystal robbery and a spate of abductions. Crimes which we believe to be connected. Assuming we are correct, it is like that any discoveries we make in relation to one will further our understanding of the other. Now, since the attack on their caravan, our friends at the Amagina and Sons mineral concern have doubled security all over all their shipments. In light of this, it is my judgment that the abductions should be our priority. According to our preliminary findings, the majority of the missing were last seen in the vicinity of Camp Drybone, so that would seem a fine place to begin. A fellow by the name of Isambard serves as the camp's de facto leader. Pay him a visit and see that he gives us his full cooperation. Hi, Regal! Thank you for the hydration. Give me one sec. Alright. A wild rose by any other name. Okay, so it's an Eastern Thanalan. How's it going, Candy Daddy? It's going alright. I haven't done, like, too much. But I'm mostly just here to do side quests and catch up with Ragnolf. How's it going on your end, Regal? We're not too much behind him. Last I left him, he just finished Ifrit. Yeah, that's what I know. Correct. Black brush. Okay, where's black brush at? Over this way. Damn, that could be anywhere. Hey, Ragnar! Okay, Black Post is so fucking huge, they could be fucking anywhere. I can't even remember the fuck I'm looking for. A Spriggan and a Kirim. Maybe towards the mines. So when you do get yourself to level 50, do you think you'll be up to doing the Extreme and Savage versions of Primals with me? I've done a few of them on my other character, so yeah. I might have to look up the locations here. It's just I know most of those side stuff, and you're trying to fast check the MSQ stuff. I mean, I'm not really trying to fast track right now. Like, hi Ursa. Didn't know if you'd be down for a detour like a mount an ancient. If anything, I'd want to do save Savage content till I'm on my actual main character. Okay, I'm gonna have to look up the location of these enemies, cause I'm just not seeing them. Let me see. Karen Shell Sweeper is located 1619, 1820, and 1619. Okay, so 1619. That's not a black bush. I feel light to. Fish tax? Here's your fish. Hydrate. Got your rose. Alright, and then last one is Brigand Grave Robber. Fish! I was fishing in Persona earlier. Brigand Grave Robber is located 1723. So a little bit this way. Right. Downwards is higher. Ah, there they are. Cactus? Yes, cactus. Get the fuck out of here. Western Thanalan and Western Thanalan. Central Thanalan. Central. Eastern. The clutch. Alright, so I gotta go to the clutch. Where's the clutch? All the way over this way. I should get back into 14? Yes, do it. So I'm looking for characters and people, right? And I've taken on you guys with less. I have so many games. Yeah, I have games I haven't even played yet that, I don't know, maybe eventually I'll get to if I need content. Alright, to Eastern Thailand. Hi, Macaron! You should, so you can play with us, plus it's a lot more fun than I remember. The muddy desert. Holy fuck, it's rainy as shit over here. One of us, one up. Yes, one of us. When I get a job, I will see. I mean... And there we fucking go, level 17. I lose attention on games a lot. But that's what you'd have us for. Hi, I'm Isambard. Hit a search for the missing folk, I take it. Minfilia sent word that an adventure fitting your description would be along. She also warned us to be wary of the Amalja. It seems we know who the culprits are, at the very least. Now, I bear no official title at this camp, but the people here have come to look to me for leadership. You have my word that I'll do all I can to help see the victims safely returned. Let's get right to it then. Minfilia names them all your culprits in all this. You would do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied on these lands by Malja hands. The flames burn where they might, but their light cannot stay the darkness in all places at all times. There have been brutal murders of callers at the Church of Saint Landama, incidents wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. The poor souls deserve a proper burial. I would see to the dead before mongrels catch their scent, but I know not if the Malja still linger. Would you secure their remains for me, friend? We will find them on the eastern road. 12 willing, you may even come to earn something of what the Malja seek in this area. Made the cake mix, Armine pudding roll. He's gonna prep the toasted marshmallow cheesecake for the next macaron filling, but I've done a lot today, eating a bit now. Damn, man, you make some crazy fucking shit. Final Fantasy is more fun with people for sure. Absolutely. Oh my god, it's fucking cute. Look at him. I make spaghetti. It's a little guy. I need to play Wizard 101 more. What the f... Hi, Fido. Story games put me to sleep. I hate that fact. Thanks. Dusty's nuts. My attention span used to be amazing. I think my attention span has grown with age, to be honest. Let's see. Now, if it's not men or food or something my boyfriend is talking about. Nani? Shit, this one might be too hard. Run! Oh shit. Girl, I used to be able to sit and read for hours. Now it's in some spicy novel or fanfic, I need my attention wandering easily. I'll show you spicy. Should bear have a shiny form of his Sona? Oh, my bear? Yes. No putting hot sauce on my food while I'm not looking, bear. Aw, but why not, Regal? I want a ghost pepper sauce for fun? Yes. I'll put ghost pepper sauce in Regal's food. He'd love it. BRB? Okay. Final Fantasy music puts you to sleep. Then... the watch with no audio, I guess. I don't know. I'm forcing you to eat sushi when we see each other? Nope. Wait. Can I put hot sauce on the sushi? Sushi? I don't like fish. No, not wasabi. A nice bottle of fucking Buffalo Wild Wing sauce. If you haven't had good fish, it's understandable. There is no such thing as good fish. What state are you in again? I'm not gonna say that on stream. You can put sriracha on it. That sounds good. You'd probably fall in love with that rancid spice paste. Wasabi has a trick to eating it. Blow because the spice comes from a gas. Thanks for the hydrate. Maybe can feed me fish while he feeds you steak. I'm not really into steak either. What do you eat? Keep asking questions. He eats mongoose? No, I do not. I've never had mongoose in my life. Duck? Deer? I've never had deer, but the one time I had duck was really good. I would love to have it again. I would absolutely eat the shit out of Larry the Cable Guy. The man's hot. So, you're back. I trust you have learned something of the essence of our art. A lancer learns best when he is doing each thrust, making him stronger. Such things as strategy and technique will come in time, and never forget courage. Without it, you cannot hope to realize your potential. Your look betrays no hint of doubt. That is, well, it is clear that you see the truth in my words. That will be all for the present. Now take up your weapon, sally forth, and cut a path for yourself. When next we meet, I hope to see you stronger for the time out in the world. Spaghetti? Yes, I like spaghetti. He eats probably like typical American, all burgers and fries and shakes. I'm not too fond of fries. There are some amazing fries, but most of them suck. Here, you want a nice list of what I fucking eat? There you go. Gotta head out for now. If I'm not back later, then have a good stream. Thank you, Macaron. Ah, you have returned. I take from your presence that you have gained a measure of familiarity with your weapon. Good. You're ready to begin the next phase of your training. You will recall my telling recall my telling you that it takes no small amount of courage to be a lancer. Now, in general terms, courage is the strength to do something which one finds unnerving. However, a lancer's notion of courage is not so simple. Having first drawn a distinction between courage and recklessness, he then divides the former into two aspects. I would have you learn each with spear in hand. The first is composure. When outnumbered in battle, a lancer may lose his composure and succumb to panic. Should this happen, all of his training will swiftly flee his mind, and he will struggle to overcome opponents whom he would ordinarily have bested with ease. He will, in short, contribute to his own defeat. If you wish to become a lancer and soothe, you must learn to maintain your composure at all times. Do this, and you will be able to call upon every ounce of your strength and skill when it matters most. And so, to your first task, the river banks of the Central Shroud are home of the Violkin known as Yarzans. Fiercely territorial, the creatures will attack anyone who stays too close, making them a bane of fisherfolk. They typically fall upon their prey en masse, barring all avenues of escape before closing in for the kill. What must go through their mind the mind of their victim in that instinct, panic, despair? Be sure to tell me upon your return. Needless to say, I would have you brave such an encounter. Take this sack of decidingly noisome bait and use it to lure the ever-ravenous creature out of their nest. It may be that only one curious Yarzan appears, but what if 2 or 3 follow the scent? Let us see how you fare then. Go now, my young lancer, and learn what it means to fight with composure. Here's an extremely dangerous creature. Go fucking hunt it with your spear, you fucking jackass. Okay, goodbye. Need to get him to expand his horizons? No, I do not. We can make him fat. Now I am fat. Don't insult me by calling me skinny. Welcome back, Ragnolf. I don't want to fatten him up. I just want to break him in his static food notions. How about I sprinkle cheese on all your fucking meals? And hot sauce. Weeds of whimsy. He's right, he might like that. No, he does not like cheese. But I can add something like Chonko stew or some other bulking foods to the national array. I like stew, depending on what you put in it. It's gotta be flavorful. I've had some really bland fucking stew. Greetings, adventurer, and welcome to the Carpenters Guild. We are the artisans who take wood and grant it new form and purpose as the archer's bow, the lancer's spear, and the novice's shield. If carpentry holds any appeal, you should consider joining our guild. Might be interested in learning the ways of woodworking? Yes. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, before we proceed, I think it only right that I acquaint you with our guild's storied past. Since the founding of Gridania, we have built our homes and crafted our weapons from the trees of the Twelves Wood. As our nation grew and prospered, the woodworkers' repertoire expanded to encompass a greater variety of articles, and carpentry developed into an art. At first, there was no association of carpenters. Each individual worked and sold his services independently. However, the advent of water mills meant that more efficient construction methods were needed, along with formalized maintenance regimes, all of which necessitated organization. The Carpenters Guild was founded to oversee the operation of water mills and promote cooperation between woodworkers. Now, I must mention at this point that we owe much and more of our prosperity to the Great Gloom Growery. Thanks to the hard-working botanist, we are pleased with the finest lumber in all of Eorzea. This confluence of ideal circumstances allow us to provide all manner of goods and services to the people of Gridania. My apologies, that was rather longer than I intended. Still, I trust you have gained a greater understanding of our guild. Expect our members to drink deep in the collected wisdom that our guild has amassed over the course of its history, to actively seek an understanding of wood and techniques required to work it, rather than simply waiting to be taught. We expect, in short, nothing less than total commitment to their craft. If you wish to start down this path, speak to me once more, so I explain to you the enrollment process. Chonka stew is the go-to for the sumo wrestlers in training, known for extremely high protein and quite flavorful. If you could make it for me, I'd try it. I just don't like bland stew. I've had a lot of really bland stew. Would you like to learn more about the enrollment process? Wonderful. I should mention that at this point that Timber Master Beaton assesses all would-be appearances personally, so you will need to obtain his approval before you begin. Timber Master Beaton can be a harsh and unforgiving man, but if you love the craft and have the will to learn, you could ask for no better tutor. He is quite simply the finest carpenter in Gridania. Of course, it will take you some time and no small amount of effort to comprehend the full extent of his teachings, but you may rest assured that he will not lead you astray. That said, when you meet him, I would advise you choose your words carefully and resist the urge to run away. So we give him muscle gut, yes. The only cheese that gets past is pizza and lasagna. All others can stay away from my plate. Mac and cheese is one of the fucking best things created by man, alright? Another green adventurer come to play with Saz. Well then, I suggest you speak with the... Oh, you've met with Korg, have you? That is well, but know that the decision to initiate you into the guild rests within me. Tell me, true adventurer, have you a mind to devote yourself to the art of carpentry? Yes. Why do you think I'm here? The look on your face bespeaks determination, or mayhap trapped wind. Still, you look strong enough to hold a saw, and if your resolve is indeed genuine, I give you leave to remain, for the time being. However, you are useless to me at your current state. You're a seedling, some potential perhaps, but no more than thrive and perish. Experience is what you acquire, boy. I shall give you the means to acquire it. Take this saw. It is old, yes, but sharp as needs be. Now, prove to me that you are not completely incompetent by taking up your new tool. Once you have done so, present yourself to me for inspection. You have to try more. There's a lot I want to eat, but a lot I won't. Bear or anyone, can you call me a good Wolfie? Oh, Ragnolf, you're a good Wolfie. Good boy, Wolfie. Mac and cheese is gross and as bland as buttered noodles? No, it is not. Mac and cheese is one of the most amazing things on this fucking planet. Who the fuck hurt you? Yeah, such a good Woofy. I too hate simple mac and cheese. It must be fancy. Describe fancy. White brie and Gouda mac and cheese? I normally agree to disagree, but there shall be no quarter on this. Mac and cheese is poor excuse if it is. No, it is not. And what are you gonna cook me? A message from Jandaline, you say? So he's lost another one. Does the man not understand that wood doesn't simply grow on, or actually it does, at least in a manner speaking, but the fact remains that resources are in short supply. For all his flowery words, if his tools were truly an extension of his very being, one would think he'd find a way to hold on to them more than a fortnight or two. General skills are not to be doubted, but his temperament leaves much to be desired. Still, it is not my place to judge. Take this to him, and let us both hope that we will right his ways. That wasn't even... Good. You have proven that you know how to grip a saw, but do not mistake it for a mere tool, for it is part of you, or your arm. And you can put down part of your arm, no? Mark me then, if you do put it down, and worse, lose the bloody thing, I shall use my own saw to demonstrate to you the pain of losing a limb. Ah, but I jest. One-armed carpenters are scarcely half as useful in my experience. In any case, merely holding a saw does not make you a carpenter. Whatever some might think, you must become one with it and learn to feel as if it was your work as you work the wood. To wit, you must first know the wood. Demonstrate your knowledge by bringing me 3 lengths of maple lumber. Maple lumber is made from maple logs, just so. Our man Feriol by the entrance will furnish you with such logs for a normal price. Fresh cut logs are laden with water. To decay, we use wind shards to hasten the natural drying process. Do not forget to do the same. Goku baked ziti? You mean... I want to learn how to cook now? You want to feed your daddy bear some nice... and some nice food? I love ziti. Ziti's amazing. Usagi sweet curry and potato croquettes. Ew. One log put me to level 4? Okay. Well, so always take 3 logs to make 1 lumber. Fuck yes, man. Croquettes are deep-fried balls of goodness. I learned how to cook one of my favorite meal of Mexican food. Yeah, go on. As I mentioned before, Furiel has maple logs in his stock, as well as many other materials you may require. Or if you're ready, show me what you have brought. Yes, I feel it. The wood tells all. There are no careless cuts. Saw and carpenter move as one, as if dancing. Do you see this grain? How it flows softly, like syrup? Durable yet pliant, suitable for weapons and armor both. This child is maple. Trace the grain with your fingertips and memorize the lines. Consider every characteristic when choosing your materials. That is what it means to know the wood. The maple lumber you have brought me is acceptable. You have passed the first test. Yet, for all it has grown, your knowledge is still lacking. You must needs learn more. A true carpenter knows the qualities and uses every tree in the forest. We know the lines of the maple better than those upon your own hand. Return to me. I shall have another test for you. Until then, child. Key, thanks for the raid. Greetings, raiders. I'm Bear with you, the Bear with you. I play single-player story-driven content, usually in the afternoon. Currently been doing Persona 4. And I've been doing some Final Fantasy XIV here. This is usually on the weekends, and it's usually with my good buddy Ragnolf. But today I'm substituting out some competitive games that I usually do at night, like Fortnite and Marvel Rivals and Overwatch. I wasn't feeling it, so I decided to do some more Final Fantasy XIV tonight. But hi, hello. Thank you, Key, for the raid. If you need to go do anything, like eat, sleep, drink, shower, whatever, please go do it, and I'll keep the beans entertained and having fun. And if not, come watch me do some side quests and stuff, mostly. Hello, Inky, Vectech, Inky. Yes, hello, everybody. She's still out? Is she still out there? Who's still out there? Mariah Carey? It's plain from your bearing that you and your saw have begun to move as one, as two partners. Dude, I cut one fucking block of wood and leveled up 3 times, dude. This is not hard. Hello, Bear. We're going... yes, hello, Vectech. Good, you are ready for the second test. You must be the wood. Before you brought the maple lumber to demonstrate your knowledge of wood, this time you will demonstrate your ability to create with it. I bid you craft 3 maple shields. For this, you will require maple lumber and bronze rivets. As you would expect, our guild supplier, Furiel, has no shortage of that which you require. Should you desire a more economical solution, however, you might consider a more traditional method of acquisition. Many materials essential to our craft are harvested by our steadfast allies, the botanists of the Great Glum Growery. Were you to befriend one of their number, you might be able to come to a mutually beneficial arrangement. Or, if you would rather not be beholden to another, you could even try your hand at botany. Now go, and do not disappoint me. Mariah Carey should be in cryosleep right now? No, she's out there. Okay, so I need 6 bronze rivets. Blacksmith. Yes, I can. Okay, so 6 bronze rivets is gonna require 6 bronze. So let's just do this. I could work with low quality. I should be fine. She's out there waiting, watching. We will not rest until we find her and what she is. We're discussing how Bear has stunted taste buds and needs to expand his palate. Fuck you! No, I don't! I'm okay with having spicy and sour foods all the time. We don't need to expand shit. Hydrate? Gotcha. Hand me the nuts and drink. Wow. Yes, we were discussing how mac and cheese is absolutely amazing and these guys don't like it. But anyway, thank you for giving Key a shout out, and everyone go follow Key. He's the most amazing and wonderful being. I would not be here today without him, like legitimately. He would learn to enjoy crepes and sushi if it kills him. I'm not eating crepes and sushi. We're just plotting to make Bear fatter. I mean, I want to get bigger, but there is honestly the thing when people say they want me bigger, like there is a thing in my brain as too big. Like I don't want to get too much bigger. Alright, there's the rivets. That's what I'm supposed to be making, right? I totally forgot. To be the wood. Yeah. 3 square maple shields. Bear no pressure, but gaining does have health risks. I know. Like, encourages and feeders aside, I do really care about your health. Even if you were a twink, you would still be my big candy bear. Aw. I don't want him to be on my 60-pound life. I just want him to enjoy things. Huh. His taste debatable, but he's still my friend. I mean, we're all different people. We all like different things. My internet is back finally. Hey, good job. Like, I'm pushing 257 right now. I gained weight on purpose because, one, I wanted to, and B, I hardly eat at times, so I lose fast. AKA, it's more for when I get surgery on tethers. What's this? Have you already bent the wood to your will? Yes, here you go. No, we must all like the same thing. Hive mind now, hand me the peanut butter teeth. I won't be eating solid food, so I've been bulking up a bit. Bent the wood to your will? Yes. Bent that shit will to my will. You are no workaday carpenter. That much is plain. Well done, child. Your shields are most satisfactory. The pattern of the grain, the lingering scent of maple. Your choice of materials is excellent, and the construction above criticism. Few carpenters can claim such skill. I like how I'm plagiarizing because one of those I did not make, and I got from the Thaumaturge Guild. The Elysian once favored shields of wood. Do you know this? Today it is not so. They, like your adventure brethren, are wont to choose the surgery of armors, metal. But a shield of wood provides ample protection for a lower price. It is readily made and readily replaced if broken. And while not quite so sturdy, it may yet serve to spare man his doom just as readily as any shield of metal. To imbue shield and spear with your strength, to pour life into the wood that others might preserve their own. This is what it means to be the wood. Such responsibility is not to be taken lightly, child. You have passed the second test, and in so doing so have earned this amateur's claw hammer. Though a saw will suffice for many tasks, a carpenter who wields a blade and hammer both can perform his trade with greater ease. If you wish to improve as a carpenter, it is essential that you learn to use the two tools in combination. Continue to refine your skills and return to me when you are ready to take the next step. But no, gotta get like 18 teeth removed. Dentist was hot though. No, the master wood is a twink. Yes. You have to get 18 teeth removed. Holy shit, dude. It's horrific, but no teeth, no problem. Better blowjobs? Gotta look on the bright side, damn. Yeah, wisdom teeth weren't taken out when they needed. Let's see. Appreciate your effort to stay positive in the face of most people's nightmare. Yeah. The big thing was realizing it wasn't my fault. Yeah. Back from the ads? Ah. It's kind of why my stuff is so inconsistent. What, you're streaming? Hydrate? No, my everything? What everything? Thanks for the hydrate. Some days I'm good, other days I don't want to move around. Must water there? Yes, water me. I thought I bought ash logs. What the fuck? My head hurts, teeth make me hurt. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're fine working on getting Medicaid? I mean, I still have empathy and all that. You know, that's just who I am. I got to meet wonderful people like you, Rat Rage. Yeah. And that's basically what I was saying earlier. Like, if it wasn't for Key, I wouldn't have met any of you, so. No, I am a good bear. And Key's the one who raided me. I need a ram horn. I see by the wearing of your saw blade that you have you have not neglected your carpentry since we last spoke. Very good. You will soon be ready for your third and final test. In the meantime, the guild has need of your services. You're familiar with the Ashwood. Ah, but of course you are. I bid you craft me ash lumber. A simple task, you say? Then you shan't have trouble crafting me 12 links. This is no jest. We used our last few mere moments ago. So you see, this assignment is motivated purely by practical concerns. I would ordinarily handle such a trifling task myself, of course, but I am feeling unwell. And I do believe you have the benefit from the practice. Now go, and do not disappoint me. Uh, 12 times 3 is 36, so I need 36 ash logs. Ah! Okay. A rat, a bear, and a wolf, and an otter. Yes. We need a burb. Sweet. Okay. Ah, you brought the ash lumber? Yes, I have. What the fuck is the problem? Do they have to not be high quality? Are you fucking kidding me? A bear. Hi, no name. Because then we have land, earth, and sea. That's really lame. Such a prodigious quantity. Thank you, child. You have done your guild a great service. Ash lumber is renowned for its unparalleled flexibility. This quality makes it ideal for use in bows and myriad other weapons. By the same token, ash lumber is easily worked and thus ideal for learning the basics of our craft. Such a versatile material is understandably popular, and so we always have need for more. It may also interest you to know that ash possesses certainly medicinal properties. Tea brewed from its bark eases various complaints. Complaints such as that with which I am presently afflicted. Suffice to say, I am pleased to see that your lumber is dusted with the sufficiency of bark fragments. But let us return to the subject of carpentry. You've proven yourself more than capable of working without my guidance. If you wish to market your crafts to others, speak with Gontrent in the Carline Canopy. He has an abundance of the guild levs waiting to be fulfilled. Continue to refine your skills and return to me when you are ready to take the next step. Ah, fuck. That's what I'm already wearing. Damn, your boyfriend is exploding. You should really take care of that, Regal. No, wait, isn't that what you want him to do? You want him to explode? Naked rock. I love naked. Jeez, there's a lot of them. Fucking dinosaurs. Ba 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 ba. Why are you crying? Do you cry when angels deserve to die? My prince blew up again, and I thought we were making such progress. Yeah. Yeah, but I thought that's what you wanted. I thought you like him exploding. Let's see. I've been trying to train him not to explode at romantic words. Yeah, I guess that is a problem if you go out in public with him, right? You can't have him exploding like all over the gas station attendant, right? Or even on your mother. It limits the shit out of me talking to him, you know how much I enjoy honeyed language and praising people. Yeah. I forgot I should technically be taking like all this shit off. It's like this doesn't help me craft anything, and it's just the durability is going down on it, and not in a good way. Bear, get your final task prepared for you. Alas, the plight of one of our guild's newer members demands my attention. The boy's name is Mera Primera, and he is an adventurer like you, though one of rather less promise. Something troubles the lad, yet he is loath to speak of personal matters with me, though I am very soul of understanding, as you know. Mayhap you would fare better. I sense that he may be more inclined to speak with a fellow adventurer. Now go, Bear, and do not disappoint me. God strike me down for a fool. I'll never be able to finish in time. Please, you must help me. You can make ash shortbows and feathered harpoons, can't you? You see, I went and forgot that I had agreed to craft 2 weapons for the Archer and Lancers guilds for delivery no later than, well, today. But today I am also obligated to complete an order of 100 links of oak lumber. The point being that I can't possibly do both, and Timbermaster Beaton is a veritable terror when his wrath is on him. If I dare neglect either duty, he surely will not spare me his saw. So, while I labor over this lumber, might you consent to craft the tools, craft the goods for the guild? Thank you. Oh, and when you finish them, I'd appreciate it if you could deliver the weapons to the relevant guild masters. Godspeed. Ash shortbow. Let's see. I need 2 more ash branches and a hempen yarn. Hempen yarn. Did they sell hempen yarn? They do. Hydrate? Alright. Hi, 7. Welcome, adventurer. To what do we owe the pleasure? Is this the ash shortbow we ordered? Thank you for delivering it. One of our Makote recruits has been struggling, least you wonder. Talented though she is, the longbow we furnished her with does not suit a Makote's shorter arms and slighter frame. But I dare say the shortbow, with its lighter draw weight and more modest span, should help her reach her true potential. Indeed, shortbows not unlike this were favored by her ancestors, and some things never change. It is clear to me that a great deal of care went into the shortbow's construction. I will see that our recruit spares no effort to making the most of this boon. Which makes no sense, no matter, like, what weapon you're using grows or shrinks depending on what race you are. So there would be a Makote-sized, normal, regular-sized bow. They wouldn't have to use a short bow. That doesn't... like, the game contradicts itself. Ugh. Well met, adventurer. You do not seem to be here for training. Ah, The feathered harpoon. My thanks for the delivery. Had we not received it in time, I was considering using a fisherman's harpoon instead. You seem surprised. I take it you are not aware that harpoons we use in battle were born of the humble fisherman's tool? Aye. When Hyrrian fishers migrated inland from the coast, they adapted the tools of their trade for use of the hunting of the game. The resulting harpoon provided a fearsome weapon indeed, and so the lancers of old took it to their own. Hard to believe, is it not? I must say this harpoon is a particularly impressive piece of craftsmanship. My compliments to the carpenter. That'd be me. Welcome back, Bear. And well done. I trust you now understand that in times of direst need, no amount of strength or skill with a spirit will avail the Lancer who lacks composure. You're now ready to learn the second aspect of the Lancer's courage, resolve. When faced with a terrible foe, a Lancer may succumb to fear and self-doubt. Should this happen, he will become defenseless, and in seeking to cover his weakness, surrender his greatest strength, namely, his capacity to attack. Lancer who fears to attack is not but a man holding a pole. His spirit may as well be broomstick for all the good it would do him. It is not and will never be a shield. That you may learn the truth of my words firsthand, I bid you go to the central shroud, to an area adjoining the abandoned dungeon known as Spirit Hold. Since the calamity, that neck of the 12's Wood has become a veritable menagerie of fearsome fauna. There you will find 3 collapsed pillars, which have become a haunt for foul creatures. You are to put them down. What manner of fiends can you expect to encounter? Ha! To reveal that would be to defeat the purpose of the lesson, my young Lancer. I would say only this: if you face these foes with a Lancer's resolve, you will surely emerge the victor. Once you have completed the trial, pray report to Julian in the entrance hall. She has grasped the 2 aspects of courage, albeit with some trouble. Though I doubt you will encounter similar difficulties, her struggle has furnished her with certain insights which I think you would benefit from learning. Lancer learns best when he is doing I, but the wisdom of his seniors is not entirely without worth. Go now, Bear, and do as I bid you. How kind of you to assist Mara Primera with the orders. The guild master spoke highly of your craftsmanship as well. This is very good. Do not attempt to mislead me. I know full well it was your work. Needless to say, it was necessary to punish the Lalafell. I seem to spend more time sawing apprentices than would of late. I jest, of course. A saw is wasted on an apprentice. The stink of blood lingers, making it hard to focus on work. This, I know. I will admit, I was not ignorant of Mara Primera's situation. In fact, I recognize an opportunity to test your character. You aided your fellow carpenter with no prospect of reward, delivering finely crafted goods when merely serviceable ones would have sufficed, and you claimed no credit. I am proud of you, Bear. There is no doubt in my mind that your talents will serve the nation of Gridania well, and save many lives. Just as they will bring about many deaths. This is the responsibility of all who make weapons. But a choice between the deaths of our people and the deaths of our enemies is no choice at all. You have passed the third and final test. Congratulations, Bear. By your actions, you have demonstrated your understanding of what it means to know the wood, be the wood, and to love the wood. Oh, I do love wood. You possess the knowledge, skill, and compassion necessary to master carpentry. By overcoming these trials, you have proven that you are no longer a novice. The sapling is well on its way to becoming a tree. You are now a true carpenter of the oak atrium. Know, though, that however refined your skills may be, there will always be more to learn. Represent us well on your travels, Bear, and return to us often. You shall always be welcome. Wood liver? Oh my god, thank you. Thanks for the clip. Spear of the Fearless. Let's go down here, right? Yeah, okay. Ah, this fucking, they fucking control. Ah! So bad at controlling this shit. Let him though, feeling blissful was fleeting, yes. Fleet this, bitch. Hi, Jay. I need to get another bottle. Clever girls. Let me finish this quest and I'll go get some more water and I'll hydrate for you. That has a kitty cat with me? Oh, kitty. I love kitties. He gets closer, the closer and runs away. He's been getting braver, but then sometimes he reverts and does that. To crush your enemies, 3. Hoglet near Green Tier. Okay, so they should be around here. Ah, there they are. North, north, and east. 2 in the north, 1 in the east. Well, I'm near the east, so you gotta play boss. But he's a rat, not a possum. Fun fact, otters and badgers are cousins. Sure. Mustard family? What about the Marmalade family? Third soda. Wait, what's your second soda? Lion wolf hybrid? To the third one would be a sun bear, since they're the smallest of the birds. Oh man, I'm approaching the yokai watch. No! So most bird species typically stand about 4 to 5 feet tall on their hind legs. Tree Speak and Peace Garden. Baby scorpions? Yeah, fuck them. There we go. Anything here in the north? Central, east, east. God, it's all in the fucking east. South, east, south. Okay, back bear. I was watching you on VR. Interesting. Welcome back. Actually, this way. I've been expecting you, Bear. By your return, I trust you now understand the importance of resolve. Like one's flesh, courage can be made strong. It is a matter of training each of its aspects. Now, the endeavor may prove difficult in the beginning. Gods know how much I struggled. You may suffer untold humiliation and more frustration than you can bear, but you must persevere. Whenever you engage an opponent, whether in training or in earnest, make a conscious effort to fight with composure and resolve. Over time, doing so will become second nature, and you will acquire such courage as you never thought could be yours. Mind you, not all battles entail a physical clash of might, but simply be a disagreement born of a conflict in ideology. The point is, it matters not what battlefield you stand upon. As long as you take care to be composed and resolute, your courage will grow. Did that make any sense? Even a little? I fear I cannot hold a candle to Guildmaster Yu Wayne, but if there is aught I can do to assist your training... What was that? Something is afoot in the training area? I am done reforming after exploding. What did I miss? A lot. And you call yourselves Lancers? Pathetic. You're next, Guildmaster. Arm yourself and face me. Refuse, and all will know that you are no true Lancer. Say what you will, I am above provocation. Craven to the last man. Rawr. Ah, but what have we here? Wait, he is but a novice. That makes no odds to me. You yourself admitted him to your ranks, did you not? Very well. I shall withdraw for now. Yet know that only the fearless are fit to wear the mantle of Lancer. I look forward to measuring your worth in the days to come. There is not more to see. Return to your drills. Bear, you made no attempt to evade his thrust. Did your opponent so unnerve you as to deprive you of your senses? Well, it is of little consequence now. You need pay no further heed to our uninvited guest. Used to wonder it is not uncommon for challengers to come pounding on our doors seeking to test their mettle. For now, dedicate yourself to tempering the two aspects of courage, the composure to bring the sum of your strength and skill to bear against your foes, and the resolve to attack when fear would stay your hand as befits a Lancer. When next we meet, I shall have another trial for you, one that will put your courage to the test. Till then, continue applying yourself in your training. Farewell, Bear. Ah, Bear. I saw you have gained an elm around the arm since we last spoke. It is plain to see that you've not been idle. In our previous lesson, you learned the Lancer's definition of courage and how you might go about tempering the two aspects. Today, we shall find out if your efforts have borne fruit. I see that you have prepared for battle, that is well. Your next trial will place you in the midst of a throng of enemies. In such a situation, one may be attacked from any direction, making it difficult to respond appropriately. Furthermore, the likelihood of being surrounded is high. Will your resolve bear weight of uncertainty? Will your composure hold when the odds are stacked against you? We shall soon find out. Should you overcome this trial, what courage you already possess will be further tempered. Now heed me well, for this is what you must do. I would have you travel to Naked Rock, where the Annals claim dominion. The Annals claim dominion. At the summit of the rock is a sacred artifact, the Stone of Courage. You must claim it and bring it to me. If you are to reach your destination, you will need to negotiate a path through the whole packs of flesh-eating scaleskin. Make no mistake, the creatures are intimidating foes. To stride into the midst of so many would ask much of any Lancer's courage, but given time and no small amount of perseverance, I'm confident you will prove equal to the task. Damn, he wants me to get naked for him? Fuck, dude. No name, can I experiment on you? What makes you able to come back together when you explode? What are you? I don't know, it just happens. What makes this rock naked? Oh, so can't I just, like... I tried already to get an answer to that bear. Results were inconclusive. Well, we'll both have to experiment on him at the same time. I'm sure he'd like that. I blasted him into a wall. What, No Name, you're saying you wouldn't like to play Doctor with me and Regal? For shame. Congratulations, you have obtained the false stone of courage. Ah, you heard me right. False. What does that say about your courage, I wonder? Ah, but where are my manners? My name is Folks. We had the pleasure of meeting in the Lancers Guild, if you recall. On that occasion, I turned my weapon upon you, and you betrayed not a hint of fear. It was in that instant that I sensed you were unlike the others that you had promised. And so, to the present, in the current state, the trial in which you are engaged, if trial it may be called, makes a mockery of the Lancer's art. Needless to say, this cannot be tolerated. And so I have taken the liberty of moving the Stone of Courage to a more suitable location. It now resides in the depths of Spirit Hold, under the guard of fell fiends. A far more fitting challenge, as I am sure you will agree. Whether or not you attempt to retrieve the stone is for you to decide. If you fear for your safety, I suggest you run back to the guild and bemoan the world's frightfulness to many brave souls who cower there. Your reign will doubtless consider a supremely courageous act. Yet, the Lancer may forge true courage only in the midst of great danger. Well, I would if I weren't locked up in chains. Well, that was the end result. After the operation table, copious begging, and the clamp. You're awful close for someone in the blast radius. You're talking big shit for someone in Zeta Flare range. You blast me, and the bounty on your head will be so large, continual generations later will still marvel at it. Can I take that bounty? New Gritty. Gritty on ya. Only if my prince chooses to misbehave. So you return. Tell me, were you able to obtain the Stone of Courage? Yes, this is indeed the stone, though it is rather worse condition than when I last saw it. What happened at Naked Rock? The lancer who but recently threatened you moved the stone to the Spirit Hold. Not contented with trespass and slander, the brazen fool now meddles with our training? Seven hells, this is not to be borne. Listen well, Bear. Though I do not doubt that you know better, my duty as Guildmaster compels me to state the obvious. Heed not that man's words. That a lancer's courage can only be forged in the midst of great danger is vainglorious tripe. As you have already learned, a lancer's courage is the product of composure and resolve. Be under no misapprehension. Let's really navigate the Annals territory. Serve to temper your courage in a manner that blindly braving the terrors of Spirithold did not. As you continue your training, pray keep the lesson of child close to your heart. Ah, Bear. You come at a good time. I urgently require your help. Scarcely a bell ago, our old friend Folks paid us another visit, seemingly intent upon reprising the performance you gave the day of your first meeting. As on that occasion, he raved till the air was thick with slanders, declaring every soul who met his gaze more craven than the last. This time, however, not all ears were deaf to his myriad provocations. Seems one of our younger members took offense at his words and demanded satisfaction of the rogue. The two have ever since departed to duel in the East Shroud. Had I been on hand, I would have forbidden such folly and rebuked the lad from getting pride cloud of his judgment. Alas, I learned of it too late, and the boy is gone. All we can do now is assure that the hot-headed fool does not come to lasting harm. I would have departed in pursuit of the repair ere you come, but my duties keep me here. That's why I trust you now, Bear. Pray go to the East Shroud in my stead and watch over our comrade. That's really not that far from here. Alright. It's been about 3.5 hours. It's past midnight. I think it's time for me to raid out. Does anybody have suggestions of who we should raid? Phoenix was in here and he's streaming now? Okay. Let's see. He's playing some Destiny. I haven't played Destiny in quite a while. Alright, everybody. Tomorrow I'll be back with more Persona 4. So we'll see what happens with Kubo. And tomorrow night I think I'm gonna do more Final Fantasy 14. I didn't get exactly to Ifrit, but it's because I'm doing all these side quests and all that. Don't leave just yet. Stay for the raid, please. But I'll continue with some side quests, and then I'll keep going until I can fight Ifrit. And of course, A Bear is With You is our raid message.